Good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the meeting. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Motion to approve the minutes of the August 9th, 2018 Manistee Township Board meeting.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
I'll second.
Been moved supported that we approve the minutes of the August 9th, 2018 Manistee Township Board meeting. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. None opposed? Carried. You've received your treasurer's report. Any comments? If not, they'll be placed on file. You received your minutes from the Manistee Township Planning Commission on August 2nd. Any comments along those lines? No? Okay. Entertain a motion to place them on file, please.
They just always get placed on
You
the
just get
motion.
placed
All right, place them on file. Good enough. Good deal. There was no appeal, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Anything to, anyone with anything to bring before the board at this time? No? That's good also.
Good.
County Commissioner, I know you're on a hot date, so.
I am. I'll get up and address everyone this evening. At our board meeting Tuesday night is our last board meeting for the evenings of this year. We had 3 this year, and this was the last one. It started at 5 o'clock. But anyways, at the September board meeting, the land bank was, Russ Palmer, our county treasurer, gave us a quick presentation on the land bank as far as the terms. The terms are going, we changed them with a resolution on behalf of the board at the request of Russ for the terms to end December 31 of each given term. Minor change, but he felt it was needed. We also gave a $5,000 loan to the land bank for a startup, if you will. That will be repaid within a year. We also authorized 3 grants to the local revenue board, which Dennis you'll be seeing or have seen. Public Defender's Office. I've talked to you folks in the past about this. It's a major, major issue going on throughout the state. We've been mandated by the Michigan Indigent Defense and also LARA in regard to having some type of better, improved indigent defense, is what it is. And we have elected to go with a Public Defender's Office. There's a lot of gray area at the moment. There's some challenges going on through the court system. MAC, which is our county commissioners organization, we have some real concerns about it. It's an absolute monster. I can tell you from a theoretical standpoint, I'm on board with trying to have quality indigent defense. But again, the state is trying to mandate it. There's costs that go with those mandates, obviously, is significant. And we're concerned that they're not going to honor the law that supposedly was put in place by the bureaucrats, if you will. So anyway, this is ongoing. Point being is AES is I can't tell you they're going away. I can tell you that we have not allocated the $90,000 this year that we have annually for them. The building, which is across the street where they're housed, we have exercised our access, severing the contract with them because we're going to need to utilize that building for space needs because of this change in having a public defender's office. So that has been done, and the thought process was to move the county administrator's office over there along with the planning department. At the board meeting, Commissioner Goodman brought up the concept of possibly moving not the administration, but moving the planning department, the Veterans Affairs Department, and the medical examiner over there, which sounds more cohesive. It's a better thought process, but it just was one of those simple things that, for whatever reason, it didn't pop in our heads. But it certainly didn't care, and I think it's a quality suggestion. So that's ongoing. We passed our budget for this year. There's been no changes in the millage. What I would emphasize is there was 2 points of contention. One really, but we did have quite a bit of dialogue in regard to the medical care, which receives a half mil. The concern is they got about $2.6 million sitting in the bank at the moment for maintenance of effort. And that is narrow, but yet broad, if that makes any sense, a little bit of an oxymoron on that. The question is what is going to happen with those dollars? What's their path forward? There are a number of issues that have come up in recent months, as what you've read in the paper, and some of the things my concern is we need to move that facility forward to better serve the residents and the workforce and the community as a whole. And there's a lot of room for improvement there. The other point of contention for the millage was Central Dispatch 911. They get 1 mil allocated, and there's a lot of questions that have risen over the last year in regard to there. They have 97% fund equity, so they basically have an entire year's budget sitting there available to them. So we actually had a vote on this. It was a 4-3 vote. I was in the minority of that, in the 3. And so they're going to maintain the 1 full mil that was voted on by the electorate, but we could have allocated at a lower rate, which has been done in years past. That did not happen. But that's the budget. The total for the budget is $11,263,227. There's a deficit of $137,664 coming out of budget stabilization. We don't know what we're going to close the books out of the year, but that's actually a lower amount that we're pulling out of the budget stabilization fund than what we had in previous years. The difference is in previous years, we've never had to utilize any of the budget stabilization fund. This year, I don't suspect that will be the case, and the reason is that we've had some camera and equipment purchases we had to make at the Sheriff's Department that were not budgeted. And in the process of that, I would suspect we'll probably tap into the first time in many years of budget stabilization funds, supposed to put a little bit more money in the kitty. The one thing a number of people are here for, we did spray for Phragmites last, I want to say, was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
I think that's
Yeah, it might have been last week Friday.
Monday or something.
At any rate, within a week or two ago, we first sprayed. I have not seen the bill come through yet in regard to that $3,500. The guy, I tell you, I wish I had the buggy they had that they were using to spray. But at any rate, that is done. They chipped $1,000 in for that. They did not spray every Phragmite because, lo and behold, we have native Phragmites. I was not aware of that. They did not spray the native Phragmites. I don't know what the heck the difference is between the two, but apparently native's good, non-native is bad. So,
$100,000.
yeah, so that was done. And the one thing that you had read in the paper, we do have a contract in place. I signed it today for the city county for zoning and planning. It's replacing Denise Blakeslee is retired, and my dialogue with Rob Carson was, if we're gonna do this, we need to do it well. If we don't do it well, we aren't gonna be able to go out to anybody and try to drum up and create centralized zoning, as you've heard me talk in the past. So this is gonna be kind of the test pilot for us. We'll see how this all works out. But we've got a contract in place, minus one signature. County clerk's got to sign off on it yet. But anyways, point being of it is we've got to do it and do it well. We'll see if we can build upon that. But as you heard me say in the past, I'm all about centralized zoning, not county zoning. Two entirely different things, and people get confused about those two. It's about trying to have access, because I'm telling you, every township out there does not have good access for people trying to develop the real estate. So, I'm open for questions quickly.
One quick
Mr.
one.
Duns.
What is a public defender?
Public defender is for indigent defense. So if you can't afford a lawyer, you got picked up, you're in a pokey, and you need to have somebody defend you, that's what they're there for.
So we've got the public prosecutor that we're paying, and now we're gonna have, so if I get.
Public
picked up-
defender's office.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Because you are well-to-do, you can have your own lawyer. People who are not, cannot, don't. So that's covered, Josh, the difference is it's covered in the court system currently.
Exactly. that-
But there's what the point of it is with the state is they're telling us they don't have the same quality that they're deserving of as people who can afford a lawyer or the current system. And there needs to be uniformity, which is a point of contention because they've authorized the counties to submit their plan under 4 standards. The 4 standards, I think it goes up, I don't know if it's another 2 standards this year or 4 more standards for 8 standards. The point of it is when they said counties submit your plan, we'll approve it, either thumbs up or thumbs down. They're not all uniform. So the uniformity, so the question becomes now, and there's been dialogue in regard to the state actually doing it for everybody, which let them tear it.
That answered my question.
Okay, anybody else? All right,
Enjoy
thank
the
you.
show.
You bet, good night.
Guy, you got anything going on in your office?
Yeah. I didn't get any new complaints this month. People on Switolsky Road came in while I was away last week, I guess. Said they were gonna move out. They'd still be out there working on building their new home or whatever, their buildings. But that they weren't living there anymore. And I went out there this morning. It's all locked up, and nobody was there.
That it?
No, that's not.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Yep, they had 6 receipts for zoning permits, if you will. 12 receipts for building department receipts. What else did I want to say? Oak Grove applied for a PUD. There's going to be a public hearing on October 4th here during the, just before the regular planning commission meeting. Prism Power, I take it, I wasn't at the last planning commission meeting, but the resolution approving their special land use permit to put in a solar farm was approved with conditions.
Right.
No, there's rumors out there, and I guess this is an opportunity to put those to rest, if that's right. There's rumors it's a dead issue, that's not the fact.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Not according to the information coming through the planning commission.
Good.
Right.
Okay. You just, people are asking.
Well, there's no dirt being moved yet, because they don't have a site plan that's approved yet.
Okay.
But they do have a special land use. What else? I've been gone for a week, so I'm kind of out of sorts. What else do I want to comment on? Olson Road. It's beautiful. I saw that in the minutes, so I figured I'd drive down it, and on the way here, it's very well done.
And
So
people on
shame.
Wilson Road are very happy.
Not one person is, he got his windshield broke.
Oh, yeah? Well, that always. But they did Pine Creek Road 6 years ago, I think everybody's windshield got messed up.
No, they did that, and they did that at no charge to us for,
If they do all the roads like that,
Oh, Shadle Road is done as well, just like.
was it? Yeah, okay, I haven't been up And we're busy. I mean, I was here till from 9 till 3:30 this afternoon with Karen.
Excuse me.
With land use permits and building permits. And, people are putting up their garages here in the fall like normal.
Well, when the weather gets close, when schools open up, people get nervous because it's cold weather stuff. And thinking about it all summer, now's the time.
Now's the time to do it.
Get it done. Get it done.
Yep, the snow's gonna fly soon.
Is that it,
That's
Sergeant?
it. Yep.
Thank you. Any questions for Guy? If not, what's going on across the street, Chuck?
We've been pretty steady over there for the month of August. We had a total of 37 activities. 7 were fire related, 22 in medical, and then we had 8 meeting station trainings and other activities. Chief and officers had about 63 hours, and then total personnel hours for fire medical and training were 171. And we started looking at replacing 131. We've continued on that. We went on that truck tour down at HME and learned there's a lot of options to trucks nowadays, a little pricey, but we do have a good idea what we need, so just gonna keep moving forward on that. Nothing at the station, nothing to report on the station. Equipment, we did get that revenue sharing grant from the association for turnout gear, and we finally made a decision, subcommittee of the association made a decision on who to award that to, so that'll be, probably in the next few weeks, folks will be getting measured for that. And we did receive our 500 gallon per minute portable monitor from the revenue sharing grant we received. And we also received that indicator nozzle, and both of these items we've trained on and put into service, and they were pretty impressive, so. That was a good revenue sharing grant we got there. And I'm still in the process of ordering the other stuff from that revenue sharing grant, some hydrant adapters and stuff like that. Personnel, we do have one new probationary firefighter who'd like to get approved tonight, Isaiah Mazur. I think I said it last name right. He's working on his packet. There were some things he had to work. Then possibly next month we might have another probationary too. Training, we've been doing a lot of training. Sam's been doing good at keeping that moving forward. We've done ladder training, ventilation training, water supply with forward lay, master streams, some high-rise training and pump training on 133. We've also done some off-site training. There was swift water rescue, flashover training, irons 101. And then sometime in November, we don't have a date yet. Hopefully not opening day of beer season, but there's supposed to be an EMR course through the holidays. And then also last night at the association meeting, the training cadre came up with company officer courses that I'll be offering, and then ice rescue. So those will be determined dates. And then also some wildland classes will be sometime early, late winter or spring. Administratively, we do have an automatic gate with East Lake, which has benefited both our departments over the last few years. We're continuing that process with automatic gate with the city. I got an email just today about it.
From Cindy?
Yep, scheduling the time. But you can see some positive results where the building health connections in, where there was an actual fire. That went really well and worked very smoothly. Sam was there, I was not, I was working. We plan on continuing working together. That's been a process where we've worked together over the years, and things tend to flow a little smoother now. Over the years, we've gotten like large diameter hose, so we're capable, East Lake, Manistee Township, and the city are all at the same large diameter hose sizes, so we don't have to fiddle with different adapters and stuff like that. So it takes time, that stuff's expensive, but it's working out well. I'd like to publicly thank the folks from Manistee Township, East Lake, our automatic gate, and then the city for helping on that fire that day. Went pretty smoothly. And all the tribal and county folks, officers that came to help out with assist to keeping people out of the building. Some special events we went to last month were the county fair. We had a truck display one day, and then we assisted with 2 different nights of racing and stuff like that. So. And then make sure if you're going to burn, call for a burn permit in Manistee Township. So those numbers are 231-690-5328 and 231-299-9208. You can also look on the website to even see if it's even open. But I think that's about it for last
Who's
month.
the 299 number?
That would be Matt Cross,
What is it, 299 what?
9208.
The other one, Daniel?
Yeah. Okay. And we did have a call the month before where someone didn't call and get a burning permit, and we got toned out. And it was not necessary to be toned, so it does save us a lot of calls. You call us.
Any questions for Chuck? Thank you, gentlemen. Again, express our thanks to the firefighters, if you would, please. Well, did you suggest that Isaiah, his packet is not complete?
Well,
It's complete, I handed it in.
yeah.
Oh, it's complete now?
He has to come in with proper
ID.
verification,
Okay,
yeah.
I wasn't sure if you had that down
No, he has not.
We would like to set a precedence from now on, and we do that once the packet is complete,
Yeah,
to
we-
avoid any problem.
there. Yes, sir.
Yep. We were working on it, and I guess he didn't have help.
We're still working.
Right. But
He's welcome. We're glad to have him.
He's in good hand. He's been coming pretty much every night to training and participating. He's good there.
Great. Again, anybody, any questions?
No.
Thank you, gentlemen. There is no changes in the liquor inspection. One more note is the revenue sharing board verbal presentations will be October 8th here at the Township Hall, 5 o'clock p.m. Business we need to attend to, the Northwest Michigan Health Department grant that we were notified in April that we received for $13,000. We're gonna have to forfeit. The reason we're gonna have to forfeit that grant is because we cannot get the pickleball courts usable by the end of this month. Contractors are too busy, weather, time of the year, everything, we can't get at it. We did everything we could to try and meet that deadline, but we just didn't make it. So, we have to forfeit that $13,000 grant. But on the good news is that we received the Manistee County Foundation grant for $15,000 for improvements to that pickleball court. So, I don't know if anybody's gone by there or paid attention, but it's in the works, because the fences are gone, trees are gone, stumps are gone. It's gonna become reality. It's just, won't be till next year, next spring. Any questions on any one of those?
It should have been good news, bad news.
Instead of bad news, good news.
$10,000 grant.
Yeah,
Well, we got $50,000.
I'm still learning. Yes, Peggy?
We sent out an email now on the people in the survey that said they would donate. And so we've sent out the email where they can send their donation in to you, the Manistee Township, for pickleball, designated for pickleball.
Okay.
So you might start getting some checks in.
But as Diane suggested, it has to say pickleball.
Oh, yeah, I made it a
Not Manistee Township pickleball, it has to be in the memo.
Yes, that's what I said, yeah, hopefully they'll do it.
Wonderful. You guys are go-getters.
Yeah. Well, we feel bad about that, $13.
We tried, we did everything we could, but it just,
Are we set up then with?
yeah, we're all set.
For the spring,
Mhm.
yeah, because they're already booking up.
Yes, ma'am. Anyone else? Any puzzle feet?
Well, I think if we try and raise funds, we need to know probably what it's gonna cost, but somebody might want to get the whole thing. I don't want too much.
Yeah, what is the cost of
I
it?
don't think you're ever gonna run across too much, but.
We can go AstroTurf.
Yeah.
But is there an estimate, cost estimate?
I have a total breakdown that I'll get to your group, yes.
Entire project? Thank you.
Some of those are gonna be adjusted because some work was done before the grant application, or before the grant award. Anything that's done before the grant award does not count on the grant. But we have had some work done after the grant award,
Yeah.
so. Yes, ma'am, you have a thought?
Oh, I'm just listening. Could I just ask, so what kind of work has been done after the grant?
The fence removals?
Okay,
Yeah.
and then what was done like I know we painted and things like that, is
And
that?
the, part of the fences were taken down, trees cut, stumps removed,
Right. Okay,
holes filled, playground equipment moved. That
right.
was all done.
Oh, yeah, we
before.
saw you do all that work, thank you. Right.
All right, item number 3 is a charter franchise agreement. You received a copy of the franchise agreement from Charter Communications. This has been reviewed by our council, and he doesn't see a problem with it. The thing that the board has to act on is on page number 4, under subtitle 6, under fees. We have the opportunity to charge a franchise fee to Charter Communications, between 0 and 5%. The old agreements that Diane and I have been able to come across have been 3%. It would be my suggestion that we stay with the 3%.
So do you need a motion that says that, or?
Yes.
Has the monthly rate stayed the same all these years?
Oh,
Well,
no.
then why would our franchise?
Because they just pass that on to our customer.
They pass it on to the customer.
They just pass it on.
Whatever we designate, we pass it on to the customer.
Some in the county, or some in the service area charge 5, some in the service area charge 0. But our past experience, or our past agreements have been 3%.
3% for the commercial, for regular user, 0% for pay.
I was gonna do something.
Well, they should be discussing separately, but it'd be really nice if they were all part of the same motion to approve
All right.
entering into the contract with these rates.
Okay. Any further discussion on the franchise fee of 3% for the customer? We also have an opportunity to charge PEG for the use for access to their facility, to provide the service that PEG provides. We can charge up to 2%, but in the past we haven't charged anything. And it would be my suggestion that we continue to not charge anything, because
What section?
I'm sorry.
That's on page 6,
Section 8, PEG fees.
section 8, for pay fees.
I'm sorry.
That's all.
How long does this agreement last?
As was the
As did the last one.
As
Yeah.
did the last one. The last one was in 2007.
Okay.
Is when it started. We started signing in 2008.
I guess I'll have to express my feelings, but I think cable's expensive enough.
Yeah.
And I'll charge them even more. So,
Well, that leads me to where I was going. People rates never is.
Tremendous.
So 2% would be where I would go instead of 3%, because it's 2% of the gross revenues, and because they're raising their prices, if we put it at 2, we'll get what we were getting for 3 before.
That's fine.
Is this 2%, 3%, whatever, is that levied on the customer's bill?
Mhm.
Yes,
So it's right there
right.
as a tax charge like every place.
Right.
So
Sales
this
tax.
is adjusted, it's
Yeah,
gonna say.
that's
this
where the
is-
0 to 5 is on the customer's bill.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're determining what percentage the customers.
Correct.
5%.
Right, I got you.
So I would make a motion for 2% for the franchise percentage for charter and 0% for the tech. I don't know if you need to have 2 separate motions. Actually,
She would like to have it all.
I think it would be nice if we could enter in the on contract with one motion accepting the contract at this rate for the commercial customer and this rate for tech.
So I make a motion, 2% for the commercial franchise rate and 0.
I'll support that.
Been moved and supported that we enter into the franchise agreement with Charter Communications. I believe it's
Yes,
Spectrum.
that's the Charter Communications.
Charging Charter a 2% franchise fee and 0% for pay services. Public education.
Government.
Any discussion? Call roll, please.
Ms. Jankowitz.
Yes.
Mr. Fino.
Yes.
Mr. Downs.
Yes.
Taylor is yes. And Mr. Bergquist.
Yes. Carried.
Motion carried.
Anything else we need to attend to at this time? The bills for the month of August are in front of you. What are your wishes? Are any questions?
I make a motion that we pay the bills as presented.
I'll support that.
Been moved and supported that we pay the bills as presented. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. None opposed? That's carried. One note I would like the audience to be aware of, as well as the viewing public, is that the November election appears to be shaping up to be a busy one. Diane, Karen, Judy are very busy with absent ballots, voter duties, very busy. So if you anticipate being an absent voter, I would suggest on their behalf that get your paperwork done earlier. Because it's turning out to be a busy time for them. Any comments along the lines?
No?
Karen?
No.
All right, Manistee County Scrap Tire Drop-Off Events will be held Saturday, September 22nd, 2018, and Saturday, October 13th at the Manistee County Fairgrounds in Onekama. a limit of 10 tires, $1 a tire. No tractor tires, just regular vehicle tires, blah, blah, whatever. Recycle-rama of Northwest Michigan event will be held Saturday, September 29th in the parking lot of Manistee High School. That's a different one. That one, you can recycle materials including electronics, mattresses, box springs, packaging, foam appliances, boots, books, eyeglasses, diapers, formula, twin beds, kitchen tables, chairs, stuff like that that can be reused. They will find a reusable spot for them. And again, that's,
Charge for that?
I don't think so.
Okay. No. Okay.
What is that, Bascule Bridge? Is that how you pronounce that, Bascule? US 31 Bridge.
In town.
Yeah, in town is gonna
In the
be,
city.
it's gonna be.
Lived here all my life, never heard of that.
Drawbridge, but anyhow, that's gonna be closed to traffic from October 16th through October 19th. Truck traffic is gonna be rerouted through East Lake, Stronic, and up by Blarney Castle, Stronic. Vehicle traffic is gonna be rerouted, I'm assuming Memorial Drive, Maple Street Bridge. Manistee County MTA meeting will be held Wednesday, September 26th at the Arcadia Township Hall. Zoning Board of Appeals, if there is, and there isn't any at this time, is there?
There is not.
It will be October 2nd, 2018, here at the hall. Planning Commission is going to meet here Thursday, October 4th at 7:00 p.m. But the public hearing for the Oak Grove PUD is at
7.
7.
at
They're gonna close the regular meeting, open the special
Okay.
meeting, close it, you know.
Oh, okay.
That's the Oak Grove development,
Right.
dunes on Lake Michigan. or-
Yeah.
Next regular meeting of Manistee Township Board will be Tuesday, October 9th. That's 2 days ahead of our normal Thursday meeting at 7 p.m. here at the Manistee Township Hall. Any other public comment? If not, a motion in order.
Motion to adjourn.
Been moved, supported, we adjourn. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Thank you all very much.